Listen, this is Kenneth Smith. I'm so happy you chose to tune in and listen to me today. I just want to share with you a little bit about what I've been through. Hopefully, that it'll help somebody, maybe even change somebody's life. Um, I'm not trying to be wonderful. I just want to share with you where I've been and what I've been through. And hopefully, that you have somebody that this will help them or even help you. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. I'm 40 years old, born to a crackhead mother and a crackhead father. One of five kids. I was told that uh, I would never be anything, that I would only be a drug addict, that I would never be able to accomplish anything. I was told that because of who my mother was and who my dad is, that I would not be successful. And I don't know who I'm talking to, but it's somebody out there that's been the black sheep of their family. It's somebody out there that's been let down. It's somebody out there that has been told that they'll never accomplish anything. It's somebody out there that always feel like they're finishing last. I mean, I always had to get the rundown clothes. Me and my brothers and my sister, we always had to be at the bottom of the barrel, seemed like, when it come to the family, simply because our mother was on drugs, our father was on drugs, and our mother was running a street, and we didn't have anywhere to sleep, anywhere to stay. So family would take us in for a little while, and they would mistreat us and take the light bulb out the room so that we won't have any lights in the room. They would not feed us. They would feed us only what they had left over. They would talk very bad to us and tell us about how our mother is out there on drugs and how it should not be their responsibility to have to do this and do that for us. We always walked around dirty, hardly no clothes to put on our back. I just want to help somebody that feel like this is a point where they can't get up. This is a point where they're gonna give up. Cause seem like oftentimes when you're in that situation, you feel like the only person in that situation, and it's not a whole lot of people that you can go to and talk to about what it is that you're facing and what you're going through. So young person, I know where you at. I know what you're feeling like, because oftentimes as young people, you can't go to your friends and tell your friends what it is that you're facing and what it is that you are going through. But I want to let you know that there are people out here that you could talk to. I'm one of them. There are life coaches. There are people. There are mentors that you could talk to and help you coach your way through this situation. I was one. Sometimes you got the parent that's incarcerated, and the children have to go stay with family members or go to a foster home or go to places like that, and they feeling out of place and they really don't know what to do. I know how you feel. I've been there. I know how you feel. I haven't been in a foster home. I was wishing I could go to a foster home. Unfortunate for me, I was walking the street night after night, sometimes looking for my mother because she'd be out in the streets on one of her drug binges. And I didn't want to go to my aunt's house because I had to hear them talk about my mother. And no matter how bad my mother was out on drugs, the weird thing was I still loved my mother. I don't care how bad your parents are, it's something down on the inside of you that still makes you pray for them, still makes you love them. You may be mad at them, but it still makes you love them. And when you lose them and one of them pass, you feel a compassion and a void on the inside of you. So in spite of whatever they are doing or at in their life, you still love them for some reason in spite of. So even though my mom, I had seen her do a whole bunch of bad stuff. I have seen my mom sleep with men in front of me. I have seen her do oral sex on men in front of me. I have seen my mother sleep with some family members in front of me. I have seen my mother do drugs in front of me. I have seen my mother do a whole lot of terrible things. I've seen her have miscarriages. I've seen her due to drugs. Drugs will come in and destroy a person's life. Listen, I got to say this. Not even just drugs, habits. Bad habits will come in and destroy a person's life. Some of you now, it's hard for you to get your life on track. Not because of things you've done, but because of things your parents done. And it's hard for you to get on track because you didn't have a good start. I did not have a good start in my life. I did not have somebody pushing me to go to college. I did not have somebody pushing me to finish school. I did not have somebody pushing me to finish middle school, so I dropped out in the 8th grade. You have to have the right start. If you have the right start, then it makes it easier for you to grow up and be a successful adult if you have the right start. So my mother and I, we never had a house, and my brothers, we never had a house. We always stayed with people ever since I can remember. And when they get tired, they'll kick us out. We'll go to a shelter or something to that nature. So therefore, around the age of 13, I made a decision that I wasn't going to walk around too much more just looking for places to stay just so I could be treated bad. I had one aunt that'd take the light bulb out the room and wouldn't let you take a bath and stuff of that nature. And then I had another aunt that you couldn't use the bathroom in her house. You had to go to the gas station down the road if you want to use the bathroom. But her kids was free to use the bathroom as much as they wanted to. There are some evil spirits in this world, and they come upon people and in people, and they operate in people, and it keeps people to make people go through literally hell. And when you allow those spirits to operate in you, it don't look like you're gonna ever be in a predicament that that person is in that you are mistreating. You feeling like you're on top of the world. Watch how you treat people. Who you pass going up. I've heard the old folks say, you see them again when you on your way down. You have to watch how you treat people. So some of the same aunts that mistreated us, and listen, it wasn't just me. My family was, my brothers was mistreated like this our whole time growing up. You know, I remember sleeping on family members' porch. I remember sleeping in cars. You know, I remember sleeping outside. I remember eating sardines for breakfast and for dinner. I remember eating eggs and rice all the time. You know, so we was just mistreated, and I understand that my mom had made some horrible decisions and some horrible mistakes. You know, it was only I said when I started sleep. I decided that I wasn't going to walk around anymore just looking for my family to let me stay there. So I came across a park, and I decided that on this bench in this park, which was a baseball field dugout, that I was going to sleep here whenever I had nowhere to sleep, that I would sleep here. And I wouldn't have to worry about nobody talking about my mom. I wouldn't have to worry about being mistreated. I wouldn't have to worry about it. I mean, I know it was outside, but at the end of the day, I felt like I finally found something that was my own space and that I can call my own, even for one night. So that one night that I stayed there turned into a safe haven for me for about 3 years. So for 3 years, off and on, I stayed in this park, and I slept on this bench, this just long wooden bench. It was a park with just one of the baseball field dugouts in Jacksonville, and it didn't have anything pretty much to protect you except something on the top of the dugout. The sides was made of fence, so it's nothing to really protect you. But it was better than what I had. There was water in the park, and I wound up being there for about 3 years till I was 16 years old. At 16 years old, my grandmother and my aunt came and approached me and told me that they were going to sign me up for the Brunswick Job Corps Center. So young people, I went to Brunswick Job Corps, and I got a trade in plumbing when I was 16. Mind you, I had dropped out of school in the 8th grade. So I got a trade in plumbing. And from plumbing, I got out. I did a year in Job Corps, and I got out with a trade in plumbing. Went back and got my high school diploma. From there, I stayed in Jacksonville for about 3 years, and then I finally decided to move back to Brunswick, Georgia, where I went to Job Corps at. Moving back to Brunswick, Georgia, I started a business called, at the time it was called Smith Automotive Detailing. Detailing cars. At this present time, I've been in business for 20 years. I've had 13 car washes in the city, 1 cell phone place, 1 gift shop. I just want to encourage you and let you know that there's the sky's the limit for you, that there's nothing that you can't do. I know you're in a rough place right now. I know things don't look the best right now. I know it look like all hell is breaking loose, and I know it look like your bike is against the wall. I know you've been molested. I know you've been walked out on. I know you've been beat up. I know you've been abused. I know you've been criticized. I know you feel less than a conqueror. I know you feel like your bike is totally against the wall and nobody understands. I know your bills due. I know cancer came and attacked your body or some type of sickness. I know you lost a loved one. I know your marriage went upside down. I know your children is topsy-turvy. But I want to let you know, through all that, his hand is not too short that it can't reach you. I want you to understand that he pulled me off of a bench where the enemy could have did anything he wanted to do to me. He could have destroyed me. He could have allowed somebody to come up and kidnap me at 13 years old, but he protected me even through the years of walking the streets, even through not knowing what I was going to eat, even through not taking a bath for months. He protected me. So I want to say to you, through it all, he'll be that protector. Through it all, he'll be by your side. Listen, I am your life coach, Kenneth Smith. You can find my book on lulu.com, LULU.com. The book is online. You can get my book. It is called The Kenneth Smith Story. When you go to lulu.com, type in The Kenneth Smith Story, and you will find my book. You can definitely reach me. I'm available for booking, for speaking engagements, motivational speaking. I'm available to be your life coach. You can definitely reach me for all the details. I'm available to be your life coach. I need you to make sure you reach out to me so I can help you get to your next level, to your destiny, and to the place God is calling for you to be. This is your time and this is your season. No matter where you come from, I want you to be better and not bitter. I want you to understand that this is the time for you to get up. Reach out to me. Go to lulu.com, LULU.com. and get my book, The Kenneth Smith Story. You can reach me every Monday on the New Joy 100.3, The Kenneth Smith Talk Show. New Joy 100.3 radio station, The Kenneth Smith Talk Show. I'm on every Monday at 5 o'clock. You can also reach me on Facebook, Kenneth Smith on Facebook. Listen, it's been an honor, and I hope that this reached somebody that it could help. Do me a favor, share this video. It's going to help you as well as help them. Be blessed.